It's your girl Passion. Welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. If you already haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I post video. So today, as you can tell by the title, is going to be more of a personal video. I've always talked about depression on my channel. Like, I talk about what's going on in the world. I talk about my personal experience. I haven't really been in much detail. This is the first time I'm really going to go into detail. Today, I just felt like I needed to talk about it. I'm being brave with even opening up. And if it doesn't reach a lot of people, if it reaches one person and help them through something or help them push forward, I'm happy and I'm satisfied with that. But I want to open up about this because, like I said, it's on my mind and my heart today, and today is the time for me to do so. So when I started noticing changes within myself, I was 15. Something very tragic happened in my life that changed my life forever. Even to this day, I still deal with this mentally. But something drastic really happened in my life when I was 15 years old. And at that time, I didn't know what it was, a depression and stuff like that. And it was looked at that time that you're crazy if you go speak to a doctor or take medication and stuff. And like I said, I didn't know what it was. I was a teenager. And when you're not educated about certain things, like my family, nobody knew what it was. But if you take that extra step to go look into getting help, you're looked at as being crazy. And I really want to talk to people who are younger than me or who are older than me, because I still go through depression and anxiety. That's one of the reasons why I like to talk about certain things, especially to like younger people, younger women, teenage girls and stuff. Like, I want to share my experience so it can help in some way that they don't have to go down the same road that I went down or experience like pain in different ways, or not knowing what's going on to go get help. And it's okay to get help, to talk to somebody. Like I said, when I was 15, something really tragic happened in my life. It changed my life forever. My thought process, the way that I live my life, being aware of a lot of different things, just being on edge pretty much all the time, is like changed me forever. So I started to cut myself when I was 15. So these, let me take my bracelets off. So these marks that you probably see in my videos and stuff, and I have bigger ones here, these scars are never gonna go away. Like, but I started to cut myself when I was 15. I stopped when I was like 17, almost 18. And I prayed, I talked to God, and I promised God that I wouldn't do it anymore. I was ashamed of showing my arm. I would cover up, wear long sleeves like during the summer and stuff like that. I was ashamed. And then I was thinking, some people know that it's cuts. Some people think that, I don't know, you're using drugs and, you know, needle marks and stuff like that. So that's what I used to think about when I was younger, and I used to hide it, of course, from my mom and my family and stuff like that. But for me, it was like I was hurting somewhere else, and it made me feel good. It was like it wasn't painful when I used to do it. And I think it's because since I was hurting somewhere else, it was like a relief. It was like numbing where I really was hurting from. And in my mind, it made me feel good. It made me feel like it was okay. It was okay to do. And like I said, I didn't know what was going on, or I didn't even know anything about being depressed. I just knew I was sad. And I knew that this made me feel like it was taking the pain away. It was like coping for me. How I feel now, I never want anyone else to feel that way. For me, as being a kid and a teenager, now that I look back on it and I see the different things that I was doing at that time, and being unaware and not knowledgeable about what's really going on is dangerous. And now in these times, a lot of people are taking their lives because of depression. And that's why I speak on it so much, about what's going on in the world, and You never know what people are going through, because I was that person, I am that person, and it started off at a young age. And I just want to be able to help other people. Like, it's not a good place to be. I still deal with depression now in my adult age. This time is just not the stage that I need to discuss. So I'm talking about where it started from. And now that I really think about it, like, I never, like, I knew it happened, I knew I did it, but I never really sat down and thought about all the stuff, like crying in the bathroom, isolating myself, on the floor, listening to music and hiding it from my family, and wearing a mask, smiling in front of them, making it seem like I'm okay, being paranoid when I'm out in the world and you don't even know I'm really having an anxiety attack within myself, not wanting to be around people, shutting people out, and like I said, isolating myself a lot. It can be a family gathering, but I'm the only one in the room closed off by myself. Like, I don't want to be around anyone, none of that. And then feeling like when you are around people that you're still alone all the time. And I was younger, I was very mature for my age. So I hung around adults at 15 years old, believe it or not. I wasn't really around teenagers that much and stuff. So I've seen a lot, I've been through a lot, and it definitely didn't help me as being a kid, being around the adults, and then not getting the help that I need, or getting positive role models talking to me about what's going on with me. And a lot of times those adults didn't get that, so they don't even know. On one hand, I wish that I would have gotten that and gotten the help that I needed at that age, but I wouldn't be the person I am today. That would have been something changed in my story, in my book, in my journey. So I've learned along the way. I went and sought help for myself. But as a kid, I wish I would have gotten that from adults, you know, in my life, from my parents and things like that. Today, I was just like, I'm going to talk about this. Like, and I might be leaving some stuff out, but this is a new start for me in my journey. I told y'all that I'm on a new journey now, and I'm going to be talking about stuff in my life, and I love to talk about things that I've been through firsthand so it can help someone else not go through the same thing. Y'all, I'm telling you, the stuff that I've been through in my heart, I'm just like, I don't want people to feel this way. It's just the type of person that I am. And like I said, in society now, depression and mental health is really a big thing. Like, now people are openly talking about it. Back then, people weren't. And the first thing, people will write them off as being crazy. Like, oh, something is just wrong with them. They're just crazy, and, you know, stuff like that. But depression and mental health is something that is like unexplainable. If you go through it, then you know exactly what the other person is talking about that's going through it. You can't explain it. You can't explain why you're sad all the time. You can't explain why you just burst out in anger. You can't explain why today you just can't get up out of bed. Like, you just can't get up out of bed. You don't want to be in public. You don't want to be around people. It's just, if you haven't been through it, to somebody else, it's like, I don't understand that. And you never will, you know. And it's a good thing and a bad thing that you never will, that you don't have to deal with that every single day. And the bad thing is you can't relate to somebody who is going through that. Sometimes you don't know what to say or what not to say to the person. You can't give advice because you don't understand it. So for me, it's like a big thing, and I'm emotional thinking about it now that I really think about it, because I really just put it in the back of my mind. But I was really going through a lot, like, at a young age. Can't help everybody. If my story doesn't help everybody, people gonna think what they want to think about me. I really don't care. But if it's just one person that's on this video and I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. It's not easy. It's going to be hard. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. I just really want to help any way that I can. I want to let you know that it is a way to live with being depressed and getting the help that you need. And if you are younger, talk to someone, talk to your family, ask for help, ask them to find someone for you if you're underage. And of course, if you are an adult, please get the help y'all need. Like, please talk to somebody, or find something that helps you get through it. Writing, talking to yourself, praying, talking to God, something that makes it easier for you to get through, to cope with it. Like I said, when I was 17, I told myself, like, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not only hurting myself on the inside, but I'm hurting my body on the outside, my flesh, what I've been blessed with. These marks are never going to go away unless I cover them up. And I thought about covering them up with a tattoo. I still might, but it's a reminder for me what I've been through, what I overcame, and how strong I am to not do this again. You know, there are other ways, but like I said, I'm more understanding now, and I know what I was going through. I was going through depression. I was angry. I was sad. And I didn't understand it. And the people around me didn't understand it. They didn't know what it was. And half of the time I was hiding it. I put a big smile on my face. And that's another thing. A lot of people who are going through depression or mental illness is that we mask ourselves. I can be smiley and bubbly, and you're looking at what's on the outside, what I'm showing you, but you don't really know truly how I feel mentally, how I feel physically. People don't understand it. Even now, I still do the same thing. We look at it as being strong and not vulnerable. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I have feelings too, and it's okay to break down or cry. It's okay. I have a habit of, when people ask me, how are you doing? Oh, I'm good. In the back of my mind is like, you don't even know. My SHIT is falling apart, like everything. Like, I just want to scream and put my hair out right now. But, oh, I'm okay. How are you? This is something that's on my new journey that I'm ready to discuss and talk about so I can help someone else. And also, I'm helping myself by getting it out and speaking about it. Not just a few here, a few there know about it. I didn't tell my family or certain people in my family. I was embarrassed. I was uncomfortable talking about it. I didn't want them to look at me like I was crazy. So I never talked about it until I was an adult. And it's crazy because my grandmother really helped me a lot to understand certain things and to let me know that I'm not crazy, that I should have gotten the help that I needed to get. And I'm here today to help someone else, to talk about my story, to shed some light on it. My biggest thing is I know what it feels like to go through pain. I really feel some kind of way when other people go through it and feel pain. So I'm happy that I'm able to even discuss this now, because it was something that I felt bad about and was embarrassed about. But I'm like, I was a kid, I was a teenager. It's normal, it's things that you can't explain. I basically just want to bring awareness and help whoever I can help. Like I said, I don't have to help everybody, but at least one person just feel like they can't get through it. Like, I understand, I feel you, like, I completely understand. And I know what it feels like to feel like you're alone and nobody gets you and nobody understands, or you see other people happy and smiling every day and you just like, why can't I get over this? Like, why me? Why do I have to feel like this all the time? I completely understand you. But yeah, so I'm happy that I finally talked about this. And like I said, this was the time for me to do it. In the past wasn't the time. This was the time for me to do it. Today it came over me, and I'm glad that I got it out. I didn't really sit down and think about everything that I was going to say and stuff like that. And there's so many other things that I am going to say that did happen, and how I feel, and leading me up to who I am today, the grown woman that I am today, the battles and struggles that I deal with today, and how I get through them in the days that I feel like I can't get through them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you are going through something, please pray. Please pray. Send me an email. Let's cry. Let's talk. Let's laugh. Let's make jokes about ourselves. Y'all, nobody is perfect, and it's a struggle for real. I know how it feels, so I pray that we all can get through it. We can find advice, we can find peace, and we just find a way to be a better form of ourselves. I am your girl Passion, and I try to work on being transparent, open, and honest on my channel. That's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all of your girls' uploads. Hey girl, hey, and I will see y'all in another one.
I had to let you know you're mine.